what's up YouTube, COD 4Man221 here, and welcome back to another Cunning Purist 2 online replay. This is one of my shorter replays, but I think it's a good testament on how to take the island in the south. So I'm playing as orange here, and we have Nick who's green, or I guess he's purple. That's weird. Okay, so Nick is purple, I'm orange, and let's take out the fog of war. We're playing the steps. This is a 4v4. And then, you know, we're playing with Extrawood, who you've seen it be in a couple games with. And the blockchain, I haven't actually shown a video with him, but they're friends too. So, you can see initially, I am making some nice grenadiers. Yeah, there I am. Okay, cool. So I have a machine gun out already, and I have some grenadiers. Now you can see Nick is capturing, he's putting his troops to the edge of the point there to capture it. That's a good strategy because it allows your men to quickly move on to the next point, as he's doing there. So with us together, we could have our machine guns push up quickly to take the island in the south here. Like I said, in the beginning of the steps, you usually want to have 2 players target the south and then 2 in the mid, so to secure the fuel. And both fuels, basically. So you can see they're doing that right there. They have a lot of both 2 magnets we're going against. They have rear echelons coming up, and they also have a lot of riflemen coming to the front lines. What do we have? We do have machine and Gewehrs, you know, MG42s. So that's not too bad ourselves. And I'm gonna push up. I can already see with my map on the fog of war. I can see that this is being captured. Let me come into contact. Nick's machine gun goes down. In the heavy cover. They are flanking around though, so our machine gun's gonna come. And I decided to go. I didn't realize this was actually on the map here, but I never looked. But there's actually some carts right here that provide great cover for the player on this side. So I'm screening with my pioneers. I'm gonna set on my MG, and I'm like, now I got them because my MG is gonna get set up and start suppressing these units. And I'm just gonna try to decap this field. We do not want to be giving fuel to the enemy like this. And I also have the tool for every occasion, so it makes our Panzerfaust cost less. I think it's like 25. But anyway, I have a second MG coming out. This is a little dangerous because they can outflank you. But keep in mind, I do have a Grenadier right here, and I'm going to try to kill this unit that's trying to kill Nick's MG42 that's being suppressed. So they're forced to fall back. Meanwhile, MG42 just starting to kill some of these rear echelon troops. They do have an ambulance out already. That is really surprising, getting an ambulance out this early. They don't even have multiple. I mean, this guy has 3 squads now, and he just produced one. But still, like, that's a lot of fuel early on. I mean, it is 10 fuel, but it's really 250 manpower is a decent investment for that. So you can see Nick is starting to use. He's once again. We saw the last video where we came back, and he is again using the elite troops doctrine. So you can see he's going to be putting some of that stuff on. Now I saw they had a bunker and a fighting position, and I at one point tried to kill a bunker just by shooting at it, but the flamethrower, my engineers, it does massive damage to the guys inside, and it's doing decent damage to the building. So that was pretty good having these guys to support. Unfortunately, we're being shot to hell by a bunch of these guys, so I'm gonna fall back. As this is being upgraded with an MG42, and I knew it'd be upgraded with an MG42. My men are both down to 1. My squads are both down to 1 man each, have to retreat. But Nick has set up a reinforcement bunker right here, so he can reinforce his men, and that's pretty good. Meanwhile, if you look up north, our allies are pushing really into enemy lines here. This guy's kind of set up some machine guns here, but they don't really have a front line to speak of, and we control all the munitions. So we're getting a ton of munitions per minute, 63, and we have both fuels. So they're in trouble right now. They have to take, you know, VPs aside, they have to take one of the fuels back, but they're being pushed so far back in the center. Anyway, you can see how veteran Nick's Grenadiers are. I might actually I might go back to this doctrine, the retroop doctrine. Just getting those veteran Grenadiers, you know, this early, no kills, and it's Vet 3. You know, it'll just, especially the MG42s, these guys can kick butt. So back to me up here. You can see that I am upgrading, and I'm like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna go to battle phase 2. I got the fuel. I'm gonna try to build an MG42 basically. I'm gonna try to build a Panzer IV. That's not an MG42. I'm gonna try to build a Panzer IV. Early on, it's 5 minutes in, and I'm already going to battle phase 2, so I can quickly build a nice Panzer. building, the Panzer IV. Because then I could also, I really want to get a Panzer IV. I'm assuming these guys are, they're just going to see Nick's infantry, and they're going to say, okay, I need some kind of light vehicle to stop him, and that's a pretty good idea. You know, I have a nice little crossfire set up. And look at these guys. This machine gun was not in position, and they're throwing grenades, but they're suppressed. And they almost killed this squad here. He loses nerve a little bit, and he's going to try to fall back because he got pinned. But that was close. You can see my rifle grenade missed there. But he almost killed this MG42, but now it's about once I can go reinforce it here. The only thing we need up here is a healing, a medical bunker, so that'd be quite useful. And I'm going to keep, you know, replenishing my troops. I also have this guy who already has, I'm going to reinforce back at the front line here. Anyway, you can see I'm building the Panzer, the support armor head, the support armor core. That way I can get my Panzer IV, and it's only 6 minutes. And keep in mind, I'm about 2 minutes off of being able to produce this thing, so I could definitely get it out before 10 minutes, the 10-minute mark. Just got to be careful with the rifle grenades going in. And surprisingly, they brought out a mortar half-track. Anyway, you can see up north here, they're pretty much pushing in, killing shock troops with the support. They're going to, you know, he has a Puma here. He did get hit by a mine, I think, or something. But he has a Puma out already. We're going to start taking this victory point. We only have one. The North are just left alone for some reason. My guys are moving. Keep in mind, I have upgraded them, so we're going to start shredding these units. Especially the higher veterans ones. I'm almost going to lose that unit, so I'm forced to retreat again. And you can see it's like complete retreat across this little river right here with all the light vehicles. And it took an MG42. I don't know where. They definitely didn't get that from me. I think they may have taken Nick's MG42, so it's good we were able to wipe out that unit. And Nick is going to reman that. Or he's about to, but then all these guys came out. So this is a prime target for rifle grenades right here. And you can see that was just devastating. And you know, I would say the Lieutenant's going to lose this fight 9 times out of 10, especially when he's in negative cover like that against these kind of veteran units. And we really need to take this out, but I don't have enough. You know, I'm gonna use a rifle grenade, a Panzer strike here, not a rifle grenade. And that's gonna damage it, but I'm gonna kind of let Nick hold these guys off temporarily while we try to hit this with a Panzer Faust. He's got the same idea I do, and now that's gone, so we're freed up right here, which is great. You know, I could even maybe consider putting down a minefield, you know, if I do have the munitions. And I kind of went with the, this is called the encirclement dodger, so I meant can sprint, but I'm going to try using break the supply line. And that's pretty much it, really. Break supply line, some stormtroopers might be nice. You can see all these non-veteran riflemen are not going to do too well. This guy's side upgrade is men with a lot of the light machine guns. And they are pushing back here. They have lost this victory point, though, and now it's being captured. So I'm going to upgrade this to a medic bunker, or a medic station, so I can heal up my troops. And I'm thinking we're going to try to like move up, you know, hold them at the river here, be a little aggressive. And Nick has a lot of fuel. Because he's not tiered, he only tiered up 1. And look, 9 minutes out, Panzer IV is out. And guess where it's heading? Right in this area. And it's even going to be upgraded as soon as I can with the MG42. I'm forced to pull back. I was just going to lose my MG here. And my men are healing up, which is great. You know, it's like we have our own forward HQ here. If we had like a captain for a forward retreat point, that'd be amazing to put right here. I wonder if it'd be overpowered if the reinforcement bunker or the command post became like you could have your men retreat there. So now, you know, they want to kill a bunch of our infantry. You know, Nick does have a lot of infantry. They are not expecting a Panzer IV this early. It is 10 minutes exactly. And I did skip, you know, building any of the other buildings. Just went right for the Panzer. Destroy an engine. This guy's in trouble. These guys are not veterans, so I do not have to worry about getting rifle grenaded. But there is a captain up there, so I gotta watch that. He's already hitting me with bazookas. And I'm upgrading right now with the MG42 mount. These guys are no longer pinned anymore. He's gonna try to get back at me. Force my MGs back here. All healed up. You know, they can try to damage his engine, right? But I think it's too much infantry right over here. You know, killing that AA half-track definitely did a lot of damage to this player here. That's what he's really going for. And we're winning the infantry fight, hands down, pretty much. Now, I pulled back here temporarily just to shoot a rifle grenade in here. And he dodged that. I was actually impressed. He saw my trick there. But I'm getting hit by a mortar. So I gotta pull back. And there's another one. So he knows I have a Panzer IV out. And he has 2 of these. Now, he has an AT here. That's given, right? But I can push up with our infantry, push out the AT, and I can go right in with that. So I'm all healed up. You know, I have 2 machine guns here going to fuel. It's still a little questionable up north how we're doing. You know, they have units around their decapping points here and setting up mines. And look at that shock troop spam. But look at the Puma just backing into these guys. So anyway, we're gonna move up on this side here. And he's pulled these guys back slightly. He does his ambulance right here. And I did pop out some of these. You can see them right there. These are my stormtroopers. They didn't exactly live. But I popped them out. Now I know where the AT is. And I saw there's an ambulance right there. So I'm going to use the old wrecked AA half-track for cover. And push up with Nick's forces, who's going to be on my left flank here. And the mortars start raining down, and I know there's multiple mortars. So I gotta be a little careful with my tank here, but I'm about to get a second tank also. But I have 2 machine guns right now, and we are gonna destroy this rear echelon man guy. And I said, you know what, we're just gonna move. I'm gonna flank right around. You know, this is a shallow river here. Nothing says I can't cross right here. Why would I cross in the middle? So I'm pushing up to push the AT back. And now my Panzer Force can have some fun. Destroy some light vehicles, gain some veterancy as it just did there. And you can see my Panzer Faust are cheaper. So that one's down. I gotta pull back with this guy. I don't want to lose him. And I guess get killed, unfortunately, by a ton of these vehicles. Now I see these guys all cross me with an AT and a tank rifle grenade right here because they're veteran. So I blitz out of there. You know, I see that combination of the AT and these guys possibly hitting my engine as I could lose my tank here, so it's very dangerous. You can see they pushed up again here. I lost my MG because I was focusing too much on my tanks. And you can see the light vehicles are just going to kill the Soviets basically up here. Very aggressive push. My allies said we really contain these guys in this match. So I have my tank up here. Nick's put a bunker here and his Vet 3 machine gun in. That's going to be very deadly. So they not only have the machine gun or the Vet 3, but they also break the machine gun. So check this out. I did break the supply line, and it actually didn't do anything. I thought it was going to neutralize it, and I was hoping it would destroy this fuel cache here, but apparently you need to do that only if there's no fuel cache on there. So, surprise, light vehicles destroyed their ambulance right there. And I'm repairing. Now their tank's coming out. Nick's really supplying the infantry. I mean, I have my own infantry, and their tank was coming out. So they're basically screwed at this point. They really didn't have anything, you know. They didn't have the fuel. They had a lot of shock troops, so my allies effectively countered them. We were able to hold both fuels the whole match and most of the munitions, so we could easily keep pushing on in and go to their base. A little premature quit, but it was a good match indeed. So I'll see you in the next part. Cod4Man221 signing off. Leave some comments down below. What do you think about me holding the island? Do you have any tips for that? Do you agree with me on holding the island with 2 players initially and then 2 players on the middle fuel? Very interested in your comments. Cod4Man221 signing off. I'll see you in the next episode.